What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David. Due to the number of twin flame videos that I have on this channel, I do get quite a few questions asking relationship advice. And a common theme that seems to be prevalent in a lot of these questions and with what many would consider to be dysfunctional relationships are high narcissistic traits, or even NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. Now, I am not a licensed professional in this field by any stretch, but I have done quite a bit of research that I can share with you guys so you guys can determine whether or not you're in a relationship with a narcissist, whether it be romantic, parental, at the job, or a friend, so that you can determine the type of relationship that you're in, and to also understand that what you may be feeling is not your fault, but in fact symptoms of narcissistic abuse. So let's dig into this topic right now. Let's go. Okay guys, I will be putting together a playlist for videos on narcissism specifically, because unfortunately this is a personality trait that is pretty prevalent throughout our society as well as many of our relationships, and it is important that you arm yourself with information so that you can protect your mental health. So if that sounds like something that might interest you, please remember to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss it when those videos come out. Now let's get into the video. By the way guys, we are having a crazy windstorm here on the beach in California, so I really apologize if that is bleeding through in the audio. Now, a lot of you guys out there are coming to the realization that you may be in a narcissistic relationship. And this is even more the case with the spiritual audience, my audience, or anyone on a spiritual journey. Because in my opinion, it may be tough to realize that you're in a narcissistic relationship unless you've had a spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening moves you more into alignment with your authentic truth and causes you to value yourself on a much higher level than before you had a spiritual awakening. This causes you to immediately spot when your boundaries are being overstepped, and gives you the courage and fortitude to defend those boundaries where you may not have before you found yourself spiritually. A spiritual awakening moves you into a state of greater vibrational dissonance with 3D ego. So when you have people in your life that are operating almost exclusively from 3D ego towards you, you spot that immediately and call them out on their BS. And that's when that juicy drama begins. So how to know if you are dealing with someone that is a narcissist or has narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD? I've put together a list of narcissistic traits from various medical websites, Mayo Clinic being one of them. So I'll read this off to you. The person is extremely controlling, extremely critical, extremely judgmental, nitpicky, petty, a super inflated sense of self-entitlement and self-importance, preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or the perfect mate, monopolizes conversations, always finds a way to turn the topic of the conversation towards themselves, expects special favors and unquestioning compliance with their expectations, takes advantage of others to get what they want. They're envious of others and believe others to be envious of them. They become impatient or angry when they don't receive special treatment. They have significant interpersonal problems and are easily slighted. React with rage or contempt when they don't get their way. And they try to belittle the other person to make themselves feel superior. They have difficulty regulating emotions and behavior. They have secret feelings of insecurity, shame, vulnerability, and humiliation. They are constantly seeking validation and constantly putting you in situations where you want to seek their approval. Zero accountability for their words or actions. Masters at gaslighting and blame shifting. Masters at playing the victim or the martyr. Now, here is the real test. Just tell the person in question, no. And see what the reaction is. Someone with NPD cannot accept no as an answer. No to a narcissist is the same as rejection, and it triggers deep abandonment, wounds, and fears. No to a narcissist digs up narcissistic wounds incurred at childhood, and they feel attacked simply by the word no. So this causes them to go into this tense, stressed out state of fight or flight, and they fire back with venom. Here comes the venom. They fire back with gaslighting. They fire back with blame shifting. They fire back with debt bonding. Debt bonding is, oh, I've done so much for you. I've sacrificed so much for you. This is how you repay me? Repay. Oh, repay. Well, that would be what's known as transactional love. It's dysfunctional and unhealthy. And in my opinion, love should not be a business deal. Smear campaigns are another tactic. Bullying, being relentless about what they want, playing the misunderstood victim. Or worse, and unfortunately most common, vindictiveness. So this is the real test for narcissistic personality disorder. Just tell the person no and see if they get vindictive. If the person's first thought is to try to hurt you, whether it be verbal berating and shaming, financially, emotionally, or even physically, just because you set boundaries and said no to some self-entitled request of theirs, there's a phenomenal chance that you are dealing with a malignant narcissist, because it's unhealthy to dehumanize someone simply because they didn't get their way, which they were probably stepping outside of their lane to try to get in the first place. Psychologists believe that NPD stems either from abandonment issues incurred at childhood. So this could be your first kind of clue. Start putting the pieces of the puzzle, look at the person's childhood. Was there a parent or parents that abandoned this person at childhood? Did they spend any time in a foster home? Or the exact opposite, which would be overprotection as a child, over adoration as a child. Also, extreme criticism from narcissistic parents causes childhood narcissistic wounds, which lead to adult NPD. Now, to be honest, these are traits that we all possess to varying degrees and in varying situations. But the difference is that somebody with NPD possesses these traits at an extreme level, and they live in complete denial of their narcissism, and they take zero responsibility for their words and or actions. So maybe you're watching this video and you recognize some of these narcissistic traits within yourself, or maybe you recognized them a long time ago and you've been working to try to change them. Well, you are most likely not a malignant narcissist or have NPD. Why? Because people with NPD completely lack the ability to look within and hold themselves accountable. So maybe you recognize these narcissistic traits within yourself and you don't make excuses for those traits. You genuinely understand that they're bad traits. And you're earnestly working to change. Earnestly, not pretending to change to manipulate someone else's behavior, then you are most likely not a malignant narcissist or have NPD, especially if you decide to take it to the next level and seek counseling, because statistics show that narcissists almost never seek counseling. So what do we do when we have to deal with someone in our life that has narcissistic personality disorder? The first thing that we want to do is depersonalize the situation. We don't take it personal when we understand the person that we are dealing with that has NPD is not mentally healthy. So it's not you. It has nothing to do with your value. It has nothing to do with your worth. It has nothing to do with what kind of a person you are, whether or not you're a good person. It has everything to do with their deep abandonment trauma. So it's not you. They treat everyone this way. Look at their relationships. This is another hint or red flag that you are dealing with a narcissist. Look at their relationships. If there are a decent number of friends that are no longer in their life and they're just left with a few passive yes men or women, basically people that they can bully, then not only is that a good hint that they are a narcissist, but it also drives home the fact that it's not you. They treat everyone this way. So once you understand that you are dealing with someone that is mentally ill, it helps you to not take it personal when they react to you saying no, when they react to you setting your boundaries and standing up for those boundaries, because their reaction is immediately discredited. Their reaction holds no credibility, no validation, no validity, because you're dealing with someone who is mentally sick. Now, question of the day. Are you in a relationship with a narcissist? And if so, is that narcissist your twin flame? Juicy. Leave those comments below. Light fam, I would love to get an open discussion on this one. Also, remember, I am going to be putting together the narcissism playlist, so make sure that you click the subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell so that you know when those videos dropped. If you liked this video, please like the video. If you have a question for me, go ahead and add me over on Instagram _lightways. There's a good chance that I will make a video topic off of one of your questions at some point. Now, if you know anyone that you suspect is in a relationship with a narcissist and they're exhibiting those symptoms of narcissistic abuse, please share this video with them. It may give them the insight that they need to depersonalize the situation to protect their mental health. Check the description box below. We still have the guided meditation on abundance. We've also got the one-on-one Zoom session with yours truly. We'll work on all of your spiritual awakening questions on your spiritual journey. I am rambling as usual, guys. I will see all of you in the next video. Light, love, and abundance to all that are watching and to all you love. Peace, guys.